modem is alright on its own, and you can connect that directly to one PC. But if you are in a modern household, so now let's look at a modern household. Now in this house we've actually got people watching the telly and they're watching the BBC iPlayer. So that actually wants to be connected to the internet. We've got kids upstairs playing on their game consoles on their own little tellies in the bedrooms, and there's probably more than one of them. And they never talk to each other, so they're sat in their own bedrooms playing on their own game consoles. But they want to be playing games with people in Timbuktu, so they need to be connected to the internet. At the same time, poor old mum is sat in the back room trying to do the household accounts, and she's in front of her own computer or a laptop, doesn't really matter, and she needs to be connected to the internet. Clearly that's 4 lots of people who want to be connected to the internet, but I'm only paying for one connection. So what do? I have the modem here, which puts an output in what they call local area network, and this is what tends to be known as the WAN. So different types of networks: WAN, wide area network. Okay, LAN, local area network. And I'm going to establish a local area network within my house. So I'm going to form a loop now so that all of these people can connect into that one modem and all have connectivity. So I have a thing called a router, and that literally routes signals around the place, and I'll connect each one of my appliances to that router. Now I've got 4 people all sharing that connection. There's a bit of a limitation because there's a certain maximum speed here, bit rate, which say might be 5 megabits per second. That's a certain rate of data. So no matter how fast these people, whatever these people demand, I'm only going to be able to transfer 5 megabits through here. But mostly, a lot of these things aren't doing anything most of the time. So you're alright. That's a router. And a final thing is, well actually, this person here has got a mobile phone. And if somebody comes to visit, and they've got a notebook PC. Now, his mobile phone, which wants to be connected to the internet because he wants to look up things while he's idling his time away, you don't want to create a physical connection to anything because it's messy. These are alright because you've got the cables, you can lay them under the floorboards, do what you like. But for things you're carting around, you don't want a physical connection. So what you can have is, associated with this router, you can also have a wireless output, a wireless LAN. Okay, and that's a wireless extension of the local area network. These things have built-in antennas, so it's only figurative, and they can connect with that. Not only that, but Grandad, who sat in the shed, I've thrown him out there because he's smoking his pipe, and he's mackling in his workshop, but he wants the internet radio going, so he wants to listen to Timbuktu radio. He has a little computer there with a wireless network, and we can even communicate with him even though he's in the shed down the garden, because this thing's got a range of 40 metres or something. So when you buy this, when you get this thing supplied by internet service provider, they're going to assume that you require this level of complexity, because most households will. You don't actually hear, but that doesn't matter. Most households will. So they bundle all that lot in one little box, and they call that a router. Although you can see from that it's a modem, it's a router, and it's a wireless LAN point, but they call that a router. Because modem tends to have a pejorative implication now, back to the old dial-up things, which is prehistory. So although it is a modem, they don't call it a modem, which is where I came in earlier on. So you get this box, which you get either for nothing or for a few quid when it's supplied, and you get some filters that you plug into your telephone to separate it out from the phone line. But that's it. It takes you 10 minutes to plug that in. If you are somebody who only has one computer, you just wire it into there. If you're a person who only has a laptop with a wireless connection to it, you don't even need any wires in your house. You put this thing as close to your telephone socket as you feel like. It needs to be plugged into the mains, but apart from that, the wireless does all the business. You don't even have any hardwired links.